What strategies do you have in mind to kind of combat that?
Well, one, I tell parents, I mean, you have to give your kids a secondary education. I mean, that's not anything new. Your parents, what gets me through is that my parents very much taught me who I am. I mean, you cannot imagine how a child's self-esteem directly is related to how well they succeed in this world. And if the schools are teaching them that the only great writers, scientists, and everything did not look like them, there's no way they can be go for it. I mean, I tell people the reason why we have so many of our youth who want to be athletes and entertainers is because that's all they see our people being, right? Not that those are wrong to be, but they need to know it's tons of black doctors and lawyers and government workers and police officers or whatever, garbage men, whatever it is, that are very successful and doing well, and what we come from and how like the amazing things our people have done and who we are. Like if people just keep telling you that your people ain't nothing, that's exactly what they would be, is nothing, because that's what they've been told. And so I just think all the time. I mean, I remember even when my children were tiny, I'm like, anything. I mean, we'd be looking at I'd be reading a magazine. I'm like, oh, look at her with her beautiful brown skin. I'm like, I wanted them to look at black and brown and think beautiful and strong and great. I mean, to the point they were probably sick of me. They were sick of me. Like, here she goes. But I knew that they could only accomplish to the level that they thought that they were capable as black men. I have two sons. I think it's just incredibly important, and I can tell people when they know who they're from and are solid in it. Like you can tell Kendrick Lamar, for instance, of the past Super Bowl, has a strong sense of self. You could tell Samuel L. Jackson has a strong sense of self, and it doesn't have to be just because they're making these radical statements at the Super Bowl, that some would see as radical. But you could just tell when someone is very strong and comfortable in who they are, and they don't waver from it, and they feel all the possibilities that live within them.